You might be shocked to learn that Abba Kovner fought back. In 1943, Abba Kovner, a Jewish poet and determined resistance fighter, became a key figure in the struggle against the Nazis during World War II. Leading a group of guerrilla fighters, Kovner and his comrades took incredible risks to fight back against their oppressors, often engaging in daring acts of sabotage. But the story doesn't stop there. After the war ended, this group transformed into something quite different. They shifted from resistance fighters to assassins, primarily targeting Nazi war criminals who had escaped justice. Kovner believed that it was crucial to ensure these individuals face consequences for their heinous actions. This transition represents a complicated chapter in the fight for justice, raising questions about morality in times of conflict. How far should one go to seek justice for unimaginable atrocities? Imagine a country without a military force. It might surprise you to learn that there are actually 22 countries around the globe that operate without an army, navy, or air force. Places like Costa Rica and Liechtenstein have taken a unique approach to national security. Instead of investing heavily in military defenses, they focus on diplomacy and alliances. Costa Rica, for example, abolished its army in 1949, choosing to prioritize education and healthcare instead. These nations often rely on international agreements and peace treaties to protect their interests. This strategy can foster greater stability and a peaceful atmosphere, allowing citizens to enjoy their lives without the looming threat of conflict. Interestingly, the absence of a military often leads to higher spending in social programs, contributing to a better quality of life. So how do these countries maintain their sovereignty and security without a military presence? The answer lies in strong connections with neighboring nations and a commitment to peaceful conflict resolution. You won't believe this about astronaut snails. Astronauts face a surprising challenge during their time in space, a condition called anacolysis, where their fingernails can actually detach from the nail bed after spacewalks. This peculiar issue arises from the unique environment of space and the design of their spacesuits. When astronauts venture outside the International Space Station, they wear specialized gloves that protect their hands but also exert pressure on their nails. As they work in a zero-gravity environment, the combination of squeezing and pulling can lead to this unsettling condition. Imagine floating in space, doing your job, and then realizing that your fingernails are coming loose. While it's not life-threatening, it certainly adds a strange twist to life as an astronaut. Researchers are looking for better glove designs to prevent this from happening in the future. How wild is that? What if I told you about the Voynich manuscript? This mysterious book is like a puzzle that nobody has been able to solve for centuries. Dating back to the early 15th century, it features strange botanical illustrations and an unknown language that has baffled scholars, linguists, and cryptographers alike. The Voynich manuscript is filled with colorful, intricate drawings of plants that don't seem to exist in nature, making it all the more perplexing. Some believe it could be an elaborate hoax, while others think it might contain lost knowledge about herbal medicine. Despite many attempts to decode its text, it remains unreadable, sparking the imagination of anyone who encounters it. Various theories have emerged over time, suggesting it could be a secret language or even an alien script. So what hidden secrets does this enigmatic book hold? And will anyone ever unlock its mysteries? This might surprise you. Soccer players run miles. On average, a soccer player runs about 7 miles, or roughly 11 kilometers, during a single match. Imagine sprinting across a field, dodging opponents, and chasing the ball for 90 minutes straight. That's what players do. This incredible distance is not just a random number. It reflects the fast-paced, dynamic nature of the game. Players are constantly moving, whether they are dribbling, defending, or making that perfect pass. The high-energy demands of soccer mean that players must be in top physical shape, and they often train rigorously to build their stamina. Interestingly, the distance covered can vary based on the player's position. For instance, defenders might run less than forwards, who are usually on the attack. So next time you watch a match, remember just how much effort goes into those thrilling moments on the pitch. Ever thought about why contact lenses changed so much? In the late 1800s, German scientist Adolf Fick created the very first contact lenses made from glass. These initial lenses were quite a challenge for wearers, bulky, heavy, and not very comfortable at all, covering the entire eye. Can you imagine how that felt? Fast forward to the 1940s, when a major breakthrough occurred with the introduction of plastic lenses. This innovation led to the development of much lighter and breathable options, transforming the experience for users. Now, contact lenses can feel so natural that many people forget they're wearing them. Today's designs prioritize comfort and clarity, making life easier for millions who rely on them for vision. So whether you wear them for fashion or function, it's fascinating to see how far we've come from those first glass lenses. Who knows what the future holds? Unraveling the Yakuza tattoo controversy in South Korea. In a surprising turn of events in 2023, a nighttime brawl broke out between rival gangs, showcasing full-body Yakuza-style tattoos that caught everyone's attention. These tattoos, which often embody deep cultural meanings and artistic expressions, have become a hot topic in South Korea. Following the chaos, prosecutors took action by indicting 12 tattoo artists for allegedly providing these tattoos illegally. In South Korea, tattooing is considered an illegal practice unless performed by licensed medical professionals, leading to a gray area for many tattoo artists. This incident raises questions about the legality and social perception of tattoos in Korean culture. Are tattoos merely fashion statements, or do they hold deeper significance? As interests in body art grow globally, South Korea's legal stance on tattoos might face greater scrutiny and discussion. What does this mean for the future of tattoo culture in the country? Prepare to be amazed by mirror reflections. Many people think that two mirrors facing each other create endless reflections that go on forever. But that's not quite true. Instead, each reflection you see becomes dimmer and dimmer, eventually fading into nothingness. This fascinating phenomenon happens because mirrors aren't perfect. They absorb a tiny bit of light energy with each reflection. Imagine standing between two mirrors and seeing a series of reflections of yourself. But as you gaze deeper into this shimmering corridor, your image gradually loses brightness. The first reflection looks clear and vibrant, but by the 10th or 20th, it appears much fainter. This diminishing effect is due to the mirror's inability to reflect 100% of the light. So while you can enjoy a mesmerizing view for a while, don't expect to find an infinite video loop of your image staring back at you in an endless echo of reflections. This might surprise you. Rolls-Royce uses bull hides. When it comes to luxury cars, Rolls-Royce is in a league of its own, and a key part of that extravagance comes from its incredible interiors. To achieve that opulent feel, each car is upholstered with materials derived from 15 to 18 carefully chosen bull hides. But why bull hides, you may ask? The answer lies in the climate where these cattle are raised. Bulls from cold climates tend to have fewer imperfections in their hides, which ensures a smoother, more elegant finish. Unlike regular cow hides, these specially selected bull hides deliver a consistent quality that enhances the luxurious experience inside every Rolls-Royce. Imagine sliding into a car where the interior feels as sumptuous as a high-end lounge. It's this attention to detail that makes Rolls-Royce not just a car, but a statement of elegance and craftsmanship. Don't you think that's truly remarkable? Prepare to be amazed by the drama of The Crown. This Netflix series is not just a visual delight with its stunning costumes and lavish sets. It delves into the intricate lives of the British royal family. Each episode vividly recreates significant historical events and personal challenges that molded the monarchy, weaving a narrative that balances fact and fiction. The creators of The Crown painstakingly design each outfit, ensuring that Queen Elizabeth II's elegant gowns and Prince Philip's tailored suits authentically reflect their respective eras. The immersive production design allows viewers to step into Buckingham Palace as it appeared during the 1950s or experience pivotal moments like royal weddings and lavish state dinners. This intricate attention to detail creates an engaging atmosphere, enhancing the viewing experience. Yet beyond its enchanting visuals, The Crown thoughtfully examines themes of duty, love, and the pressures of public life. revealing the raw emotions and complicated relationships that exist behind the grandeur of the crown. How do these elements combine to enthrall millions worldwide? Prepare to be amazed by North Korea's travel secrets. If you're daydreaming about a trip to the mysterious land of North Korea, prepare for a surprising journey even before you pack your bags. This country is known for being one of the most closed-off places on Earth, which makes obtaining a visa an intricate process. Most travelers cannot simply book a flight and arrive. They must secure an approved tour guide or agency. The government exercises tight control, allowing visitors access only to designated areas under constant monitoring. When applying for a visa, you will face considerable paperwork, including a detailed itinerary and personal information, which adds to the complexity. Unlike many tourist-friendly destinations where visa approval is swift, in North Korea, patience and precision are essential. Additionally, understanding the local culture and regulations before you go ensures a smoother experience. Despite the challenges, those brave enough to navigate this process are rewarded with a unique glimpse into a society that feels untouched by modern influences. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Here's a wild fact about Mercury and Venus. Many people think Venus is the closest planet to Earth, but actually it's Mercury that takes the title. This surprising truth comes from the unique orbits of these two planets. Mercury, being the smallest planet in our solar system, has a much tighter orbit around the Sun than Venus does. As Mercury travels on its elliptical path, it frequently comes closer to Earth than Venus, especially during certain alignment phases. In fact, because of this smaller orbit, Mercury is often nearer to both the Sun and our planet for longer periods than Venus is. It's a common misconception, yet understanding planetary movements can be tricky. So the next time you gaze at the night sky and contemplate our neighboring planets, remember this fascinating tidbit. Mercury holds the record for being our closest planetary neighbor, not Venus. Isn't it amazing how often we can misinterpret what we see in the cosmos? Why exactly does the world's widest book amaze? Measuring a staggering 19.7 inches, this book isn't just a read, it's an experience. Weighing 20 pounds, it's like lifting a small dog, making you wonder how anyone can flip through its pages. With an impressive total of 1,000 pages, this gigantic masterpiece showcases not only the artistry of bookmaking, but also the fascinating stories lying within. Displayed at the World Trade Center Mall in Abu Dhabi, it draws curious visitors from around the globe. People flock to see this book, marveling at its size and the skill required to create such a hefty tome. Imagine the thrill of flipping through pages wider than your arm. Whether you're an avid reader or just someone looking for a fun photo op, visiting this unique wonder sparks both joy and intrigue. What stories do you think could fill those pages? Did you know Yellowstone has an eruption plan? In the event of a potential eruption at Yellowstone National Park, a comprehensive response plan springs into action to safeguard lives. If scientists detect unusual seismic activity, the government receives immediate alerts to prepare for any volcanic activity. Agencies like FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, coordinate closely with local authorities to manage evacuation efforts effectively. They establish safe routes for residents and visitors to evacuate the park, ensuring clear communication throughout the process. Additionally, damage control strategies go beyond simply evacuating people. They involve monitoring air quality and regulating access to areas that may be affected by ash fallout. Teams at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory continuously assess seismic data and gas emissions, providing real-time updates that inform decision-making. This proactive approach not only protects wildlife and the natural environment, but also prioritizes human safety. While the thought of a massive volcanic eruption can be daunting, the preparations in place are designed to respond swiftly and effectively. Are you ready to explore how these systems keep us safe from nature's surprises? Hard to believe, but cats can hear ultrasounds. This amazing ability allows our feline friends to detect sounds that are completely inaudible to humans. Cats can hear frequencies ranging from 48 Hz to 85 kHz, while humans can only hear between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. This heightened sense of hearing helps cats in the wild, where they can locate tiny, high-pitched sounds made by their prey, like rodents and insects. For example, when a mouse squeaks, it often produces sounds in the ultrasonic range that are crucial for the cat's hunting success. This incredible feature also explains why your cat might seem to react to things you can't hear. Whether it's the faint hum of a neighbor's pet or the high-pitched sound of a toy, cats' ears are finely tuned to pick up on these elusive noises. So next time your cat seems extra attentive, remember they might be hearing something extraordinary. What else are they listening to? Ever thought about why Princess Diana went clubbing incognito? In 1988, this iconic royal decided to have a night out like anyone else, without the stress of paparazzi flashing their cameras. Disguising herself as a man, Diana joined rock star Freddie Mercury and comedian Kenny Everett for a fun-filled evening. The clever disguise helped her dodge the prying eyes of the public, allowing her to let loose and enjoy herself. Imagine the atmosphere of that night, filled with laughter, music, and the thrill of living freely, even momentarily. Diana's friendship with Mercury, the lead singer of Queen, showcased her down-to-earth personality and desire for normalcy amidst her royal duties. By stepping away from her royal persona and embracing spontaneity, she created unforgettable memories, revealing a side of her that many people cherished. Wouldn't it be amazing to experience one night like that? You might be shocked to learn that size varies wildly. On the logarithmic scale, a grain of sand sits intriguingly between an atom and the massive planet Earth. This scale helps us understand sizes that differ enormously, offering a fresh perspective on the universe. Imagine a tiny atom, which is nearly invisible to the naked eye, compared to something as grand as Earth. The fascinating part is that the width of a sand grain measures roughly 0.5 millimeters, while a typical atom is about 0.1 nanometers across. This means that if you could line up atoms to reach 1 full millimeter, you would need a staggering 1 million of them. Such comparisons show us how diverse sizes can be in our world, spanning from the minuscule to the monumental. Understanding this scale is not only thrilling, it helps scientists and enthusiasts alike appreciate the complexity of everything around us. So next time you're at the beach and pick up a grain of sand, remember that it's more than just a tiny piece of the Earth. It's a bridge between the vastness of our planet and the minuscule building blocks of matter. Did you know that pumpkin spice takes over fall? As soon as autumn rolls around, a delightful wave of pumpkin spice begins to spread across the United States. This seasonal flavor, a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and clove, has become a beloved staple in countless products. You'll find it in everything from the iconic pumpkin spice latte that warms your hands on chilly mornings, to cereals and even flavored pet treats that make your furry friends part of the fun. Each year, brands eagerly unveil new pumpkin spice goodies, sparking excitement in stores and online. This trend might seem like a simple seasonal kickoff, but it's a powerful reminder of how flavors can create shared experiences, stirring nostalgia for cozy fall days. So, next time you indulge in a pumpkin spice treat, consider the joy it brings, not just to you, but to everyone celebrating the colorful charm of autumn. Guess what really drives the Maurya Empire's legacy? The Maurya Empire, which flourished in ancient India from 322 to 185 BCE, peaked under the remarkable leadership of Emperor Ashoka. Ruling from 268 to 232 BCE, Ashoka made a life-changing decision after the devastating Kalinga War. This brutal conflict led him to embrace Buddhism, prompting a profound shift in how he governed. Ashoka's reign is known for a commitment to promoting peace, moral governance, and respect for all religions. He championed these values by inscribing his famous edicts on pillars and rocks throughout his vast empire, conveying messages of nonviolence and ethical leadership. This approach not only marked Ashoka as a progressive ruler, but also set a historical precedent for leaders to prioritize the welfare of their citizens. His efforts in advocating for compassion and understanding remain influential even today. How did Ashoka's actions reshape India's future? Can you imagine that car names can symbolize royalty? Many of Toyota's iconic car models are steeped in this regal theme. For instance, the Toyota Crown is a direct nod to royalty, as is the Tiara, But it doesn't stop there. The name Camry actually comes from the Japanese word that means crown, while corona translates to small crown in Latin. This clever naming strategy was not just a coincidence. It was designed to create an aura of prestige and elegance around Toyota vehicles. By using terms associated with royalty, Toyota aims to convey a sense of quality and luxury, resonating with consumers who seek a dignified driving experience. This branding approach establishes a consistent theme across their lineup, blending tradition with modernity. So the next time you see a Toyota, remember there's a royal story behind its name. Did you know a plane hit a porta potty in Canada? While this sounds like a scene from a comedy movie, it really happened. A small aircraft faced engine trouble just as it took off, forcing the pilot to make a hasty maneuver. Unfortunately, in a surprising twist, the plane collided with a porta potty located at a nearby construction site. Thankfully, no one was inside the toilet, and the pilot emerged completely unharmed. This peculiar incident highlights the unpredictable nature of aviation and how quickly situations can change. While it may seem like an unbelievable accident, it serves as a reminder that safety protocols are crucial for both pilots and ground personnel. In moments like these, training and quick thinking make all the difference. Can you imagine the pilot's reaction upon realizing what had happened? Imagine the final notes of the Beatles' last concert. On August 29, 1966, the Beatles played their final live concert at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, marking a historic end to an incredible era. This wasn't just any show. It was the last time the Fab Four would perform together in a stadium setting, leaving fans with unforgettable memories. While thousands cheered for their beloved band, the truth was that behind the scenes, John, Paul, George, and Ringo felt the weight of their fame heavily pressing down on them. They faced not just the thrill of their popularity, but also the overwhelming pressures that came along with it. The noise of the screaming fans, combined with the challenges of delivering a flawless performance, made touring stressful. After this concert, they decided to retire from live performances, shifting their focus to studio work, which allowed them to explore new musical ideas without the constraints of a live audience. This bold choice paved the way for some of their most innovative and beloved albums, forever changing the landscape of music. Guess what really drives wishes on Blood Island? This enchanting location is home to a charming local tradition that captures the imagination of both visitors and residents alike. According to the folklore, if someone successfully rings the church bell, their wishes will be granted. This belief adds a sprinkle of magic to an already captivating atmosphere. The tradition has been passed down through generations, with families gathering around the bell tower during special occasions, hoping to have their dreams come true. The church bell itself, aged and weathered, stands as a symbol of hope and aspiration. Many believe that the sound of the bell carries their wishes to the heavens, where they are heard and fulfilled. Visitors often test their luck by taking a shot at ringing the bell, joining the ranks of those who have hope for everything from love to adventure. Blood Island's blend of natural beauty and enchanting stories makes it a perfect spot for those seeking a little magic in their lives. Are you ready to make a wish? Discover the power of folic acid in your diet. Folic acid, a crucial B vitamin, is naturally found in delicious foods like leafy greens and citrus fruits. This nutrient plays a vital role in cell growth and is especially important for pregnant women as it helps prevent serious birth defects. To combat folic acid deficiencies across the population, nutritionists often recommend adding it to commonly consumed processed foods. That's why you'll find it in cereals, bread, and even some snacks. By enriching these everyday items, we ensure that more people get the essential nutrients they need without overhauling their diets. Next time you grab a bowl of cereal or a slice of bread, know that you're not just enjoying a tasty meal, but also boosting your intake of folic acid. Are you getting enough of this important nutrient in your daily meals? Why exactly does South Pacific inspire so many people? This beloved musical has its roots in a book by James Michener, who drew from real-life stories of the Pacific War. Michener, a talented author, traveled through the South Pacific during World War II and encountered a variety of experiences that deeply moved him. He wrote about the complex relationships, cultural clashes, and the struggles faced by soldiers and locals alike. When it transitioned to the stage, the musical captured these themes while infusing them with unforgettable music and characters. The story follows love that crosses cultural boundaries, illustrating not just romance, but the harsh realities of war and the hope for peace. Audiences connect with its timeless messages about human connection and understanding. Despite the backdrop of conflict, songs like Some Enchanted Evening resonate with emotions that transcend generations, making South Pacific a classic that continues to touch hearts. So what makes this musical an enduring piece of our cultural landscape? Ever thought about why the UK has so many tornadoes? Believe it or not, the United Kingdom experiences more tornadoes per square mile than any other country in the world. This might seem surprising given the UK's relatively small size. Most people associate tornadoes with the vast plains of the United States, particularly in an area known as Tornado Alley. However, the UK encounters around 30 to 50 tornadoes each year, though they are typically weaker than their American counterparts. The reason lies in its unique weather conditions. The warm, moist air from the Atlantic Ocean often clashes with cooler air from the polar regions. This creates unstable atmospheric conditions that can lead to tornado formation. Plus, the UK's varied landscape with hills and valleys can encourage turbulence, making it a perfect breeding ground for these swirling wonders. Isn't it fascinating how the UK stands out in something so unexpected? What if Nebraska is truly one of a kind? This Midwestern state stands out because it has the only unicameral legislature in the United States, which means it operates with just one legislative chamber instead of the usual two. Most states have a bicameral system made up of a House and a Senate, but Nebraska chose a different path to simplify its political processes. Established in 1937, the Nebraska unicameral is designed to be more efficient and transparent. Without the need for two separate chambers, lawmakers can propose, debate, and vote on legislation more directly. This unique approach allows for quicker decision-making and often leads to less partisan gridlock. Citizens can easily engage with their legislative process since there's only one body to understand. The decision to adopt a unicameral system reflects a commitment to open government and accountability, making it a fascinating study for anyone interested in politics. So what do you think? Could other states benefit from a similar setup? What if I told you Neil Armstrong had big plans? On July the 2nd, the legendary astronaut Neil Armstrong, representing the U.S. Department of Astronauts, revealed his vision for a new structure. This idea sparked excitement among those who admired his pioneering spirit. Armstrong, known for being the first person to walk on the moon, had a knack for inspiring others with his aspirations. His desire to build something new reflected his ongoing passion for exploration and innovation. However, despite the buzz around his proposal, the project never got off the ground. Many wonder what could have been if Armstrong had pursued this idea further. Would it have advanced space exploration or even inspired the next generation of astronauts? While the structure remains a dream, Armstrong's legacy continues to motivate countless individuals to reach for the stars. What if I told you about a special elephant hospital? The first elephant hospital was established by Wildlife Source in Mathura, Uttar Pradesh, India. This remarkable facility is dedicated to caring for elephants that have been rescued from abusive situations, giving them the chance to heal and thrive in a safe environment. Equipped with advanced medical technology, the hospital focuses on providing the best possible care for these gentle giants. Spaces designed for spacious roaming allow the elephants to enjoy some freedom, a vital part of their recovery process. Here they receive not just medical treatment, but also love and attention from trained caregivers who understand their unique needs. Each elephant has its own story, often filled with hardship, but at this hospital, they find hope and healing. The mission of Wildlife Source goes beyond just treating injuries. It's about improving the overall lives of these magnificent creatures. As more people learn about this incredible initiative, it raises awareness about the importance of elephant welfare and conservation in India and beyond. Believe it or not, tarantulas have secret weapons. These fascinating spiders possess specialized hairs known as urticating hairs, which they likely evolved to defend themselves against fierce predators like army ants. When threatened, a tarantula can flick these tiny barbed hairs off its body into the air. If they land on an attacker, the hairs can cause irritation or even a painful sting, forcing predators to think twice. This clever defense mechanism highlights the amazing ways in which animals evolve to protect themselves in the wild. Tarantulas are known for their impressive size and formidable appearance, but the urticating hairs add an intriguing twist to their survival strategies. Next time you see a tarantula, remember it has more tricks up its sleeve than just its size. Have you ever seen a creature defend itself in such a unique way? Here's a wild fact about Maluma's name. Maluma, the chart-topping Colombian singer, was born Juan Luis Londoño Arias. But why does he go by Maluma? It's actually a touching tribute to his family. His stage name is a clever blend of letters from the names of his mother, father, and sister. The Ma comes from his mother, Marley, while Lu is derived from his father, Luis. Finally, the Ma at the end symbolizes his beloved sister, Manuela. This unique naming choice reflects the importance of family in his life and career, which is something many fans can relate to. Maluma has said that his family has always been his biggest support system, inspiring him to pursue his passion for music. So next time you jam to his hits, remember the heartfelt story behind his name. It's not just a catchy title, it's a beautiful homage to the people who shaped him. Have you heard about bail vending machines in jails? This innovative solution is changing the way people secure their release from custody. Instead of relying solely on traditional methods, some jails have introduced kiosks that allow individuals to pay bail using cash or credit cards, much like purchasing a snack from a vending machine. This step forward simplifies a previously tedious process, making it easier for those who don't have immediate access to cash or legal resources. By streamlining the payment process, these machines help reduce frustrations and save time for everyone involved. Imagine being able to bail someone out directly with a few taps on a screen. While the idea may seem surprising, it addresses a real need in the justice system, where access to bail can significantly affect one's ability to work and support family. It's a practical move that shows how technology can disrupt even the most traditional aspects of society. Will this innovative trend spread to more jails across the country? Can you imagine a wall around France? Napoleon Bonaparte once estimated that the massive stones used to build the iconic Egyptian pyramids could actually create a wall encircling the entire country of France. This staggering claim highlights just how monumental these ancient structures are. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built around 4,500 years ago, was the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. It consists of approximately 2.3 million blocks, each weighing between 2.5 tons to over 15 tons. When you think about the sheer scale of the pyramids, it's mind-blowing to consider that all those stones could form a barrier stretching around the entirety of France, which covers around 551,695 square kilometers. This comparison not only showcases the engineering brilliance of ancient Egyptians, but also emphasizes how they managed to mobilize such an incredible workforce and resources during their time. The pyramids continue to capture our imagination, standing as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. How did these ancient builders achieve such feats with limited technology? Prepare to be amazed by Australia's kangaroo population. Did you know that Australia is home to more than 50 million kangaroos? That's almost twice the number of people living in the country. These iconic marsupials can be found hopping around in various habitats, from lush forests to open grasslands and even urban areas. With their powerful hind legs and long tails, kangaroos are perfectly adapted to their environment. They use their strong legs to travel long distances in search of food and water, which helps them survive in Australia's often harsh climate. Interestingly, kangaroos are social animals and often gather in groups called mobs. This not only protects them from predators, but also helps them communicate and care for their young. Australia has several species of kangaroos, including the common kangaroo, red kangaroo, and eastern grey kangaroo, each with unique characteristics. Isn't it fascinating to think about these amazing animals thriving in such large numbers? Did you know Japan turns booths into goldfish aquariums? It's a fascinating and colorful trend that brightens up the streets. Old telephone booths, which have become less common due to modern technology, are being reimagined into beautiful homes for goldfish. This clever use of space not only breathes life into these outdated structures, but also creates a whimsical attraction for locals and tourists alike. Each aquarium showcases vibrant fish darting through water, often accompanied by aquatic plants that enhance the visual appeal. This initiative reflects Japan's deep appreciation for nature and creativity, encouraging people to pause and appreciate their surroundings. Imagine strolling through a city and coming across a glistening booth filled with lively goldfish swimming around. These unique aquariums also serve as a reminder of the past, metamorphosing outdated technology into delightful art installations. What other surprising transformations can we expect in urban spaces? Did you know opening umbrellas is illegal in Montgomery? This quirky law actually goes back to the days when horses were more common on city streets. In order to prevent horses from getting startled by sudden movements, such as the popping open of an umbrella, local officials decided to prohibit this action in public spaces. Surprisingly, even though we rarely see horses on the roads today, this old rule is still in effect. So if you find yourself caught in a rain shower while wandering the streets of Montgomery, it's best to hold off on that umbrella until you reach the safety of a doorway. Many residents and visitors alike find this law amusing and a bit puzzling, sparking conversations about how sometimes old rules stick around long after their original purpose has faded. Just think of it as a little historical quirk of Montgomery. Is it really true that Samoa skipped a whole day? On December 30th, 2011, the island nation of Samoa made a stunning decision to leap from one side of the international date line to the other. This meant that instead of experiencing December 30th, the people went straight from December 29 to December 31. The change was made to align the country's time zones with its trading partners, making business easier and more efficient. It sounds strange, but can you imagine how confusing it must have been for everyone? Despite losing a whole day, workers in Samoa were still compensated for the time they missed, ensuring that no one suffered financially from this unusual transition. This fascinating event showcases how different countries can bend the rules of time for practicality. It also opens up discussions about how we perceive time and the importance of calendars in daily life. So what do you think about jumping straight into a new year? Would you embrace the adventure of skipping a day? Is it really true that cannibalism caused Kuru in Papua New Guinea? This fascinating and chilling story dates back to the four people who practiced ritual cannibalism to pay homage to their loved ones after death. It was believed that by consuming the bodies, they honored their spirits and kept their memories alive. However, this tradition had a dark twist. The bodies carried a deadly prion disease known as Kuru, which led to devastating consequences for the four community. Kuru is marked by terrifying symptoms, including severe paralysis and bouts of uncontrollable laughter, ultimately resulting in death. Ironically, many of those who took part in these cannibalistic rites intended to show respect and love for their deceased relatives. Instead, they became victims of a horrible fate themselves. The spread of Kuru showcased how cultural practices can have unforeseen health implications, highlighting the intricate relationship between tradition and disease. Today, this tragic history serves as a powerful reminder of how practices rooted in love can sometimes unintentionally lead to suffering. Isn't it astonishing how culture can shape health outcomes? This might surprise you. Iceland regulates baby names. In Iceland, parents can't just pick any name they fancy for their newborn. They must choose from an official list of approved names. This unique system emerged to protect the Icelandic language and ensure that names fit the rules of grammar and pronunciation. The naming committee, a group of experts, reviews and approves names, considering factors like their compatibility with Icelandic culture. If parents want to use a name not on the list, they need to seek special permission, which isn't always granted. This means that many iconic or unusual names might not make the cut if they don't align with the country's naming principles. This fascinating approach not only preserves the language, but also sparks conversations around identity and tradition in a modern world. Isn't it intriguing how something as simple as a name can reflect and shape a culture? This might surprise you. Bale studied Cruise's mannerisms. Christian Bale, known for his intense roles, cleverly drew inspiration from fellow actor Tom Cruise while preparing for his chilling portrayal of Patrick Bateman in the film American Psycho. Bale noticed Cruise's peculiar style of intense friendliness, which often masquerades as charm while revealing a lack of genuine emotional depth. In creating Bateman, a character defined by superficiality and coldness, Bale aimed to capture the essence of this unnerving persona. He observed how Cruise's seemingly upbeat demeanor could mask an unsettling emotional void, allowing Bale to channel a similar vibe for Bateman. This choice is particularly interesting as it underlines how deeply actors can analyze each other to craft their performances. By looking at Cruise's mannerisms, Bale made the ruthless investment banker feel both real and eerily disconnected, enhancing the film's themes of consumerism and identity crisis. How do you think such unique inspirations shape the performances we love? What if I told you DNA holds emotional stories? Recent research shows that our life experiences can actually make changes to our DNA, embedding emotional memories right into our genetic code. This fascinating process means that the stress or joy you feel might not just stay with you, it could also affect your children or even grandchildren. Scientists have discovered that epigenetics, which involves chemical changes in DNA that do not affect the genetic sequence itself, plays a crucial role in this transmission of experiences. Imagine passing down not just traits like eye color, but also the emotional legacies of your life. So if your ancestors faced hardships or joys, those experiences could leave invisible imprints on your DNA, shaping who you are and how you respond to the world. Isn't it amazing to think our genes might contain echoes of the past? Here's something incredible about Jabathu's horror story. In the intriguing town of Jabathu, an eerie narrative unfolds that combines elements of horror with a deeper theme of exploration. Local legends tell of dark corners and shadowy figures that haunt the alleys, drawing thrill seekers and curious minds alike. The recurring theme of exploration in Jabathu is captivating. Visitors often find themselves retracing the steps of those brave enough to uncover its mysteries. Ghostly tales whisper of hidden treasures and forgotten histories waiting to be discovered among the cobblestone streets. People are drawn not only by the thrill of the unknown, but also by the chance to understand the story behind Jabathu. What motivates this quest for knowledge in such a haunted space? Perhaps it's the allure of confronting fear and the excitement of uncovering what lies beneath the surface. You won't believe the magic of Catatumbo lightning. This incredible atmospheric phenomenon happens in Venezuela and is known for its jaw-dropping frequency, lighting up the sky an astounding 269 times a year. Located at the confluence of the Catatumbo River and Lake Maracaibo, this area experiences dramatic thunderstorms that produce continuous lightning strikes, often lasting for hours. The unique geography contributes to the phenomenon, as warm, moist air from the lake collides with cooler air from the Andes Mountains. This creates the perfect recipe for an electrifying show. Residents often refer to it as a beacon of hope because despite the storms, it clears the air and supports the local ecosystem. Scientists are fascinated by Catatumbo lightning, studying its patterns to understand more about weather systems. Why does this specific location see so much lighting? And can it teach us about climate change? This might surprise you where the name duck comes from. The term duck actually has a fascinating origin tied to the unique feeding behavior of these charming birds. Instead of the name deriving from their webbed feet or waddling walk, it stems from how ducks dip their heads underwater to find food. This action, called ducking, is crucial for their survival as they forage for aquatic plants, insects, and small fish hidden beneath the surface. The Old English word deuce refers to this very act, illustrating how language often reflects the behaviors of animals. It's intriguing to think that every time we refer to these delightful creatures, we're connecting to a behavior that's essential to how they live. So next time you watch a duck merrily diving, remember their name is a nod to their feeding habits, making it a perfect example of nature influencing language. How cool is it that our words can tell us so much about nature? Most people don't know this, but wealthy disconnect. As technology continues to take over our lives, a growing trend has emerged among the affluent: digital detox retreats. These exclusive getaways offer luxurious settings where guests can completely unplug from their devices, leaving behind the constant buzz of notifications and the pressures of social media. While many people inadvertently experience a similar disconnection when their Wi-Fi goes out, the wealthy are intentionally seeking these retreats to reclaim their mental clarity and focus. Activities like yoga, meditation, and nature walks replace the screen time, helping guests reconnect with themselves and the world around them. Ironically, those who can afford it often pay a high price for a break that the average person might find themselves forced into during a tech outage. So, could escaping the digital world really be the key to better well-being? Hard to believe, but you can't sneeze while sleeping. Have you ever wondered why sneezing, that common reflex, doesn't interrupt our dreams? Well, scientists discovered a fascinating protective mechanism in our brains. When we sleep, a part of the brain called the medulla inhibits the sneeze reflex. This means that even if dust or allergens irritate our nasal passages, our brain prevents us from waking up just because of a minor annoyance. Imagine being in the middle of a cozy dream about flying, only to be jolted awake by an unwanted sneeze. Thanks to this clever adaptation, our bodies ensure uninterrupted sleep, allowing us to recover and recharge. It's a smart survival strategy. After all, getting a good night's rest is crucial for overall health. So next time you hear someone sneeze, you might just appreciate the magic of our brains that keeps that reflex at bay during sleep. Isn't it amazing how our bodies protect us in so many ways? This might surprise you. Your tongue has 10,000 taste buds. Did you know that these tiny sensory organs help us enjoy everything from sweet chocolate to tangy lemons? Each taste bud is packed with cells that detect different flavors, including sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. What's even more fascinating is that these taste buds don't last forever. They regenerate every 2 weeks. This means your ability to savor your favorite foods stays sharp throughout your life. So whether you're indulging in a juicy burger or sipping a hot cup of tea, your taste buds are working tirelessly to enhance your experience. Have you ever thought about how crucial they are to enjoying meals? Every bite and sip is a delightful adventure, thanks to the incredible work of these tiny yet powerful organs. How amazing is it that our bodies constantly refresh our taste experience? Guess what really drives Manhattan's worth today? If Native Americans had sold Manhattan to Europeans for just $16 in the 1600s, the world of finance would tell a fascinating tale of compounding interest. Imagine that tiny sum, if invested at an annual interest rate of 8%, would astonishingly grow to a whopping amount over the centuries. Fast forward to today, and that $16 could have ballooned into a staggering fortune, enough not just to buy back all of Manhattan, but to retain an incredible $222 trillion after the purchase. This example showcases the power of investment and how money can multiply when given time to grow. It also raises questions about historical transactions and the valuation of land, underscoring how much our understanding of wealth dynamics has evolved. Isn't it amazing to think about how small decisions made centuries ago could create such massive financial outcomes today? You might be surprised by Sichuan pepper's true identity. These fascinating spices aren't actually peppers at all. Instead, they are the dried berries of the prickly ash tree, a member of the citrus family. Sichuan peppers are renowned for their distinct, tingling flavor that adds a bold kick to many dishes. Often used in Sichuan cuisine, they provide a unique numbing sensation that pairs beautifully with spicy and savory meals. This delightful spice plays a critical role in famous dishes like mapo tofu and kung pao chicken, elevating their taste to new heights. When you savor a dish seasoned with Sichuan pepper, you're experiencing a burst of citrusy notes mixed with an exciting bite that dances on your palate. Next time you're in a Sichuan restaurant, don't forget to appreciate these incredible berries and their contribution to the vibrant flavors that make the cuisine so special. You won't believe this about bats and their eyesight. While bats are famous for using echolocation to navigate in the dark, many of them also have fantastic vision. Take the fruit bat, for example. These charming creatures are often found in tropical regions, where they mostly rely on their eyesight to find food. In low-light conditions, their large eyes help them spot ripe fruits and flowers, which provide essential nutrients. Interestingly, the vision of fruit bats can rival that of some primates, allowing them to see well even when it's dim. This remarkable adaptability means that they can thrive in various environments, taking advantage of both their keen sight and echolocation skills. So while we often think of bats as creatures of the night that rely solely on sound, their incredible eyesight adds another layer to their navigation and survival strategies. Isn't nature full of surprises? Have you ever seen faces distorted by an illusion? Optical illusions can be both fascinating and perplexing, showing us how our brains process what we see. One intriguing example involves focusing on a red dot placed on a normal face. As you concentrate on this point, the rest of the face can appear disfigured or warped, even though it hasn't changed at all. This phenomenon reveals just how powerful our perception is and how easily it can be influenced. The brain has a unique way of interpreting visual information, and distractions or focal points can lead to surprising changes in what we think we see. Optical illusions like this one not only challenge our understanding of reality, but also highlight the incredible complexity of human perception. It's a reminder that our eyes don't always tell us the full story. Next time you come across a similar illusion, ask yourself, how is my brain interpreting this, and what else might it be getting wrong? Did you see the violin boat in Venice? This unique 40-foot-long vessel, charmingly named Noah's Violin, glides gracefully through the city's famous canals, adding a dash of magic to the iconic waterway scene. Its striking shape brings joy to locals and tourists alike, as it resembles a giant violin. When it debuted, the experience was taken to a whole new level with a live string quartet on board, filling the air with beautiful music that perfectly complemented the picturesque surroundings. Imagine drifting along the serene waters of Venice, surrounded by stunning architecture, while being serenaded by strings. This enchanting combination of art and music captivates the hearts of everyone who witnesses it. Noah's Violin is not just a boat, it's a celebration of creativity and culture that truly enhances the romantic atmosphere of Venice. Whether you're a music lover or simply a wanderer searching for beauty, this floating masterpiece invites you to take part in an unforgettable experience. So how can you resist the allure of this musical gondola? Did you know that oceans hide countless mysteries? The vast blue expanses of our planet's oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, yet an astonishing 80% of these underwater realms remain unexplored. This uncharted territory is teeming with life forms and geological wonders that scientists can only dream of discovering. Imagine giant squid lurking in the depths or unknown species that have adapted to extreme conditions. The ocean is like a gigantic treasure chest filled with secrets. From vibrant coral reefs to deep-sea trenches, each area offers unique ecosystems waiting to be studied. Moreover, ocean exploration can unlock insights into climate change, biodiversity, and even the origins of life itself. As technology advances, researchers are eager to dive deeper, using submersibles and advanced sonar mapping. Who knows what surprises await us in the dark blue depths? The future of ocean research is brimming with possibilities. Prepare to be amazed by the power of smiles. By the early to mid-20th century, smiling in photographs became a delightful trend, showcasing a cultural shift towards more casual and spontaneous portraits. This change was driven by a longing to capture authentic moments rather than stiff, formal poses. The phrase "say cheese" rose to fame during this time, cleverly encouraging people to pull their lips back, resulting in a bright and genuine smile. This evolution wasn't just about how we looked in photos. It also reflected broader societal changes in self-representation. As cameras improved and became more accessible, people began to embrace the joy of showcasing their true selves, rather than adhering to rigid norms. The transformation of smiling in photography highlights how technology and cultural values shape the way we express ourselves over time. So next time you snap a pic, think about the history behind that smile. Have you heard about deep-sea wonders? In the dark, chilly depths of our oceans, life finds a way to flourish, thanks to incredible beings like the pescatrice and xenophores. These extraordinary organisms have adapted remarkably to thrive in environments that many would consider uninhabitable. With immense pressure and frigid temperatures, these creatures remind us just how resilient life can be. The pescatrice displays unique bioluminescent features, helping it attract prey and survive in the pitch-black waters. Meanwhile, xenophores showcase exceptional adaptability, developing specialized mechanisms to cope with nutrient scarcity. Together, they highlight how life can not only survive, but also thrive under extreme conditions. Studying these unique species inspires scientists to learn more about the possibilities of life, even in the most unlikely places. What other secrets might the deep sea hold? Believe it or not, Jimmy Carter wrote a novel. This unexpected talent of the former U.S. president adds another layer to his fascinating life. Known primarily as the peanut farmer who became the 39th president of the United States, Carter surprised many by delving into the world of literature. His novel, titled The Hornet's Nest, was published in 2003 and tells the story of the American Revolution in Georgia, blending historical facts with fictional elements. This work showcases his creativity and deep connection to Georgia's history. After serving one term in office, Carter dedicated himself to various humanitarian efforts and community projects, but he didn't stop there. By writing this novel, he demonstrated that a person's interests and talents can extend far beyond their primary career. It's a reminder that even well-known figures can surprise us with hidden skills. Carter's journey from farmer to author inspires many, proving that it's never too late to explore new passions. So what might you try out next? Here's a wild fact about memories. The reminiscence bump is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that sheds light on how we remember our past. Did you know that people typically have clearer memories from their late teens and early 20s? This period is often packed with significant life experiences, like graduating from school, falling in love, and embarking on new adventures. It's as if our brains are wired to hold on to these vivid moments, making them stand out more than events from other life stages. Researchers believe these memories form a kind of foundation for our identity, shaping who we are as adults. So when someone reminisces about their college days or their first job, they're tapping into this intriguing bump in their memory landscape. What do you remember most vividly from your early adulthood? Believe it or not, everyone starts with the same potential. In the early stages of development, all embryos have the amazing ability to become either male or female. This fascinating process begins before any sexual characteristics are determined. Both males and females develop nipples or mammary papillae, which is why every human has them, regardless of their eventual sex. It's a bit mind-blowing to think about. The defining factor comes in when a Y chromosome is present. If it is, the embryo starts to follow a male development path, leading to the formation of testes and other male traits. If the Y chromosome is absent, the embryo continues on the path toward female development, resulting in ovaries and other female features. This astounding commonality in development reminds us how intricate and remarkable human biology is. We all begin with a blank slate. What if I told you Aztecs used chocolate as currency? The Aztecs truly valued chocolate, transforming it into much more than just a tasty treat. They enjoyed a unique, bitter hot chocolate made from ground cacao beans mixed with spices like chili and cornmeal. This drink was not only a delight at feasts but also held a sacred place in their ceremonies. Cacao beans became so precious that they functioned as money, allowing the Aztecs to buy goods and services. Imagine trading something as delicious as chocolate for your groceries. This connection to cacao highlighted its significance as a symbol of wealth and status. In their vibrant culture, chocolate represented more than flavor. It embodied a deep appreciation for life's pleasures. So the next time you sip hot cocoa, remember its rich history and how the Aztecs revered this amazing treat. Here's a wild fact about astronauts in space. When astronauts venture into the great unknown, they leave behind Earth's comforting gravity. In the weightlessness of space, their bodies undergo fascinating changes. For example, Muscles can weaken and bones may lose density, leading to a condition often referred to as space bones. This happens because, without gravity, their bodies don't have to work as hard to support themselves. Interestingly, these physical transformations aren't permanent. Once they return to Earth, their bodies usually bounce back to normal within a few days. This adaptability is a remarkable feature of the human body, showcasing its ability to respond to various environments. Space travel poses unique challenges, but thanks to this resilience, astronauts can safely resume life on Earth. Isn't it incredible how our bodies can adjust to such extreme conditions? Did you know food can be art too? Brock Davis is an artist renowned for his imaginative approach to using food as a medium for artistic expression. In one of his most striking creations, he crafted a replica of the classic Mona Lisa using leftover peanut butter. This clever masterpiece not only showcases his artistic talent, but also raises important questions about the relationship between art and food waste. By transforming something that would typically be discarded into a stunning visual representation, Davis challenges our perceptions of both art and sustainability. His work encourages us to think differently about how we view food, pushing the boundaries of creativity while promoting a message about resourcefulness. Imagine walking through an art gallery filled with edible sculptures, each piece telling a story not just of beauty, but also of environmental consciousness. Brock Davis's innovative methods invite us to see the canvas of art in the most unexpected places, making us wonder what other treasures could be found in our kitchens and beyond. Guess what really happened to Eva Perón? In her final months, Argentina's beloved First Lady is rumored to have undergone a prefrontal lobotomy. This controversial procedure was not meant for mental health issues, but to ease the excruciating pain, anxiety, and agitation caused by her terminal cancer. Medical documents suggest that the surgery might have been performed without Eva's complete understanding, adding a haunting twist to her tragic story. Known for her fervent dedication to the poor and her role in advocating for women's rights, Eva Perón remains an iconic figure in Argentinian history. Many admired her strength and compassion, yet this dark aspect of her final days raises questions about the ethics of medical procedures performed on patients in distress. Was the surgery truly justified, or did it strip away the voice of a woman who inspired millions? The legacy of Eva Perón is not just about her achievements, but also about the mysteries and controversies surrounding her last days. Can you imagine that AR actually means something surprising? The common belief is that the AR in AR-15 stands for assault rifle, but that's a myth. In reality, it stands for Armalite rifle, named after the company that engineered this iconic firearm back in the 1950s. The AR-15 is celebrated for its lightweight design, being air-cooled and gas-operated, which makes it quite popular among sports shooters and hunters alike. Despite its widespread civilian use, the AR-15 is often linked to military firearms like the M16 and M4, which contributes to a lot of confusion. While the military models are capable of fully automatic fire, the civilian version of the AR-15 is actually semi-automatic, meaning it fires one shot with each pull of the trigger. This distinction is crucial as it highlights the differences in functionality and purpose of these weapons. Isn't it fascinating how a name can shape public perception? Why exactly does hair fashion cause chaos sometimes? In a stunning beauty contest in the 1950s United States, an unexpected wardrobe malfunction stole the spotlight. The chaos began when one contestant, sporting a massive oversized hair clip, unintentionally tangled her elaborate hairstyle in another contestant's dress. As the audience gasped and cameras clicked away, the incident quickly transformed into a comical disaster, with media outlets labeling it an unintentional wardrobe catastrophe. This humorous blunder not only provided entertainment, but also made people realize how fashions can sometimes lead to unexpected troubles. Such incidents remind us that even in glamorous moments, surprises await. The memorable catastrophe also sparked conversations about the evolving beauty standards and the importance of comfort alongside style, causing future contestants to rethink their fashion choices. Who could have imagined that a hair clip could create such a memorable moment? Why exactly does Montserrat Monastery captivate so many visitors? Nestled high on Montserrat Mountain, just a stone's throw from Barcelona, this stunning monastery offers breathtaking views that seem almost otherworldly. Built in the 10th century, Montserrat Monastery is a spiritual haven, drawing pilgrims and tourists alike, all eager to glimpse its most revered treasure, the statue of the Virgin of Montserrat, affectionately known as La Moreneta. This stunning statue depicts the Virgin Mary holding the baby Jesus and is celebrated for its unique dark complexion, which adds to its allure. Beyond its religious significance, the monastery is set against a backdrop of dramatic rock formations and lush greenery, making it a must-see for nature lovers and photographers. Visitors can hike the surrounding trails, exploring the breathtaking landscape while soaking in the tranquility of the area. With a rich history intertwined with Spanish culture, Montserrat Monastery not only serves as a place of worship, but also as a symbol of local pride and devotion. So why not plan a trip to experience this marvel for yourself? What if I told you Kauai is home to wild chickens? After hurricanes swept through the island in the 1980s and 1990s, many chicken coops were destroyed, leading to a remarkable transformation in Kauai's wildlife. Without their shelters, the chickens took to the islands, thriving in their newfound freedom. Today, these vibrant birds wander the streets, parks, and beaches as if they own the place. With their colorful feathers and curious personalities, they have become a beloved part of Kauai's charm. Locals and tourists alike often stop to watch the chickens strut about, and it's not uncommon to see them crossing roads or nesting in gardens. Their presence adds a unique touch to the island's atmosphere, while also sparking conversations about wildlife resilience and the impact of natural disasters. Have you ever encountered a flock of chickens while exploring a tropical paradise? Did you know Prince Harry drove through a tragic tunnel? In 2007, during a visit to Paris, Prince Harry made the emotional decision to drive through the very tunnel where his mother, Princess Diana, tragically lost her life in 1997. He hoped this experience would bring him some form of closure regarding her untimely death. However, what he encountered instead was a flood of memories and emotions that intensified his grief. Harry later reflected on the experience, calling it ill-conceived and admitting that it only deepened his pain rather than alleviating it. This poignant moment sheds light on the complicated nature of grief and how a physical place can be intertwined with powerful emotions, revealing that sometimes facing our past can be much harder than we expect. How do we find closure when memories linger so vividly? You won't believe this about Saved by the Bell. Most people think this phrase originates from the morbid idea of bells attached to coffins, signaling if someone was buried alive. However, its true roots lie in the boxing ring. In boxing, a fighter often has a few seconds of rest between rounds, thanks to a ringing bell. If a boxer is knocked down just before the round ends, the bell saves them from a potential loss, allowing them time to recover and continue fighting. This clever connection highlights a unique aspect of language evolution, showing how phrases can shift meanings over time. So next time you hear someone say, "Saved by the Bell," you can impress them with this surprising history. It's not about life and death, it's about strategy and timing in sports. How fascinating is it that a sport can give rise to such a commonly used expression? Guess what really drives the moon's distance from Earth? The moon orbits our planet at an incredible average distance of about 400,000 kilometers, or roughly 250,000 miles. To put that into perspective, all the planets in our solar system could comfortably fit within that vast space, with plenty of room left over. It's amazing to think that when we look up at the moon, it seems so close, yet it's actually millions of kilometers away. Even more fascinating is the fact that light from the moon takes just over 1 second to travel that distance to reach us. This swift journey highlights how fast light moves, allowing us to see the moon's glow almost instantly. So every time you gaze at that bright celestial body hanging in the night sky, remember how far away it really is and how, despite that distance, it still lights up our world. Did you know that koalas have unique fingerprints too? While humans are famous for our distinctive fingerprints, it turns out that koalas share this fascinating trait. Both species have patterns that are so intricate and unique that they can be mistaken for one another, even by expert forensic scientists. The ridges and whorls on a koala's fingerprint are surprisingly similar to a human's, making it quite a challenge in crime scene investigations. This similarity highlights just how unique and specialized these two species are in nature. Imagine a koala sneaking around and accidentally leaving behind its mark, only to have it confused with a human's. This quirky fact reminds us of the complex connections in the animal kingdom and serves as a reminder of the curious ways in which evolution has shaped different species. So next time you think about fingerprints, don't just think of humans. Koalas are in the club too. Did you know Queen Elizabeth I loved deadly makeup? Venetian Sorrows was a popular skin-lightening cosmetic during her reign, made from a dangerous mix of white lead and vinegar. Many women of the time craved a smooth, pale complexion as a sign of beauty and social status. Queen Elizabeth famously sported this look, influencing countless others to follow suit. However, the glittering allure of Venetian Sorrows came at a steep price. The white lead, while effective at lightening skin, was toxic and slowly poisoned anyone who used it repeatedly. Over time, it caused serious skin problems, leading to painful cracking and peeling. Despite its beauty benefits, many women suffered severe health issues as a result of this deadly obsession. This historical tidbit reminds us that sometimes the pursuit of beauty can have shocking consequences. What do you think people today would say about using such risky products for beauty? Believe it or not, a roller coaster is standing up. The upcoming Pipeline Surf Coaster at SeaWorld Orlando promises an exhilarating experience like no other. Set to open in 2023, this revolutionary ride allows riders to stand upright, giving them the unique feeling of surfing on waves. Imagine feeling the rush as you soar up to 110 feet in the air, just like a surfer catching the perfect wave. With a specially designed suspension system, the ride mimics the sensations of riding ocean waves while you zoom down the track at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. This innovative approach combines the thrills of a traditional roller coaster with the excitement of surfing, perfect for adventure seekers and ocean lovers alike. Pipeline isn't just a ride, it's an experience. Riders will not only get their adrenaline fix, but also be taken on a journey that closely resembles the ocean's waves, making it a must-try attraction for anyone visiting SeaWorld Orlando. Are you ready to stand and ride the waves? Have you ever wondered why redheads feel pain differently? This intriguing phenomenon is linked to a genetic mutation in the MC1R gene, which is responsible for producing red hair and fair skin. Research shows that individuals with this gene have a unique pain response, making them more sensitive to certain types of pain. Interestingly, studies have revealed that redheads may require more anesthesia during surgical procedures than those with other hair colors. This means that their bodies respond differently to pain medications, which can be crucial for healthcare providers to consider when treating patients. The mutation in the MC1R gene alters how redheads experience pain, leading to fascinating insights for medical practice. This genetic twist not only gives them their striking hair color, but also shapes their sensory experiences in unexpected ways. So next time you meet a redhead, remember their vibrant locks come with a unique twist that affects how they feel pain. What if I told you the UAE drives its own economy? The United Arab Emirates, often recognized for its stunning skyscrapers and luxurious lifestyle, plays a significant role in shaping its national economy. With oil as a foundation, the UAE has successfully diversified its economic activities. Cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi have transformed into global business hubs, attracting investment across various sectors, from tourism to technology. Notably, the UAE has invested heavily in renewable energy projects, positioning itself as a leader in sustainability in the Middle East. With initiatives like the Dubai Expo and a focus on innovation, the UAE continues to boost its economy while creating jobs and opportunities for its citizens and residents alike. Isn't it fascinating how a nation can shift from reliance on oil to a more diversified and resilient economy? Did you know most pet owners share their bed? A recent survey revealed that a surprising 79% of pet owners actually sleep with their furry friends. This cozy habit isn't just about warmth. Many pet owners find comfort and companionship in having their pets nearby during the night. Dogs and cats especially have a way of snuggling up and providing a sense of security, making bedtime feel even cozier. This closeness may also strengthen the bond between pets and their humans, as sharing a space can enhance feelings of love and trust. While some may worry about hygiene or sleep disturbances, many find that the benefits of snuggling with their pets far outweigh any downsides. With pets often seen as part of the family, it makes sense that so many people choose to share their sleeping quarters. Are you one of those who welcomes a fuzzy roommate at bedtime? Hard to believe, but Beethoven composed while deaf. This legendary composer, renowned for his incredible music, faced a daunting challenge. He began to lose his hearing in his late 20s. Instead of giving up, Beethoven embraced this obstacle and adapted his creative process. When it became hard to hear the notes, he relied on the vibrations of the piano to guide him. To stay focused during his long composing sessions, he had an unusual habit of dipping his head in ice water, a technique that helped him stay alert and clear-headed. This commitment and determination led to some of his greatest masterpieces, including the Ninth Symphony, which debuted long after he had become almost completely deaf. Beethoven's remarkable ability to create beautiful music despite his setbacks inspires countless people today. How did he turn adversity into triumph? What if I told you Galata baboons are unique? These fascinating primates, native to the rugged Ethiopian highlands, stand out for their unusual grass-based diet, which sets them apart from most other monkey species. While many primates munch on fruit and insects, Galatas thrive on their grassy meals, often seen grazing in large groups across the savannas. But their uniqueness doesn't stop there. Galata baboons boast one of the most complex systems of vocalizations among non-human primates. They use a rich tapestry of sounds combined with intricate facial expressions and body movements to communicate with one another. This advanced communication helps them maintain strong social bonds and navigate the dynamics of their large troops. Watching Galatas interact is like observing a lively conversation. Each gesture and sound plays a crucial role in their social lives. Isn't it amazing how these creatures have adapted to their environment? This might surprise you. Penguins are underwater torpedoes. Have you ever seen a penguin glide through water? Their legs are positioned towards the back of their bodies, giving them an incredible ability to swim efficiently, almost like torpedoes. These fascinating birds can reach speeds of up to 15 miles per hour, making them agile predators. Not just fast, they are also excellent divers. Penguins can plunge as deep as 500 meters in search of food like fish and krill. Living in icy environments, their adaptations are crucial for survival, allowing them to hunt and thrive where few mammals dare to venture. With a streamlined body and powerful flippers, they navigate treacherous waters, proving that these flightless birds are masterful swimmers. Next time you spot a penguin, remember their incredible aquatic skills that make them unique among birds. Let's explore London's iconic red buses and their history. Since the early 20th century, London's famous red buses have been a vibrant part of the city's landscape, captivating both locals and tourists alike. This bold red color was chosen for a specific reason: to help these buses stand out from competitors, ensuring passengers could easily spot them. Over the years, these buses have evolved, but their striking color remains unchanged, becoming one of the most recognizable symbols of London. You'll find them featured in countless films, from action-packed blockbusters to romantic comedies, alongside their place on postcards and in countless tourist photographs. Beyond their bright paint, the buses represent a rich history of public transport in London, celebrating accessibility and convenience. Every ride offers a unique view of the city, allowing passengers to soak in the atmosphere and landmarks around them. The iconic status of these red buses makes them more than just a means of transport. They are a cultural emblem tied to the very essence of London life. Have you ever hopped on one? Did you know Nixon dominated Time magazine covers? Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, holds an extraordinary record with a whopping 55 appearances on the cover of Time magazine, which spanned from 1952 until his death in 1994. This remarkable achievement reflects his substantial influence on American politics and society during his time. Nixon first appeared on the cover while serving as vice president and continued to make headlines throughout his presidency and beyond, captivating the public's attention. Each cover featured different stories about his policies, controversies, and the ever-changing political landscape of the era. His time in the spotlight included landmark achievements like the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency and his visit to China, which opened diplomatic relations. However, it also encompassed the Watergate scandal, leading to his historic resignation. Nixon's presence on these covers not only documented a pivotal time in history, but also illustrates how one individual can significantly shape the national narrative. What do you think his legacy will be remembered as? A groundbreaking invention changed our lives forever. In 1989, British computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee created the World Wide Web, a revolutionary platform that allowed users to share information worldwide through hypertext. Imagine being able to click on a link and instantly access a wealth of knowledge from anywhere on the planet. This innovation transformed how we communicate, learn, shop, and enjoy entertainment. Before the web, sharing information was often limited and slow, but now, with over 4.5 billion internet users, the flow of data is faster and more efficient than ever. From online classes that offer learning opportunities to people of all ages, to shopping from the comfort of home, the World Wide Web has reshaped everyday life into something interconnected and dynamic. Can you imagine a day without the web, with all the resources and connections it provides? Did you know that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium serves beer automatically? This innovative stadium has truly changed game day for beer lovers by introducing automatic taps that make serving beer faster and more efficient. Imagine walking up and having your pint poured perfectly without having to wait in long lines. These high-tech taps provide a fresh pour every time, ensuring that the beer is always at the right temperature. This means you can enjoy your favorite drink while cheering on your team without losing any action on the field. Not only does this tech enhance the overall experience for fans, but it also highlights how sports venues are embracing technology to improve customer satisfaction. Next time you catch a game at Tottenham, you might find yourself enjoying your beer quicker than ever. How cool is that? Here's what actually happens when explorers find water on the moon. In 2009, NASA made an exciting announcement. They discovered water ice hidden in permanently shadowed craters at the moon's poles. This finding is nothing short of revolutionary for space exploration. Imagine being able to tap into a resource that could sustain future astronauts. Water is crucial for survival as it provides drinking supplies, and it can be split into hydrogen and oxygen for fuel. Not only does this ice hold the potential to support human life during missions, but it also makes the idea of long-term lunar bases seem much more feasible. By having access to water, future explorers could focus on conducting scientific research rather than worrying about logistics of bringing supplies from Earth. This remarkable discovery opens the door to ongoing exploration and possibly establishing a human presence on the moon. How will this change our exploration of space? Surprising truth about metabolism and body shape? It's a common belief that slim people must have speedy metabolisms, but that's often not the case. Did you know that individuals with slimmer physiques can actually have slower metabolic rates? This surprising reality stems from the fact that muscle burns more calories than fat. Muscles are active tissue, using energy even when we're at rest, while fat is more of a passive storage. Therefore, those who have a higher muscle mass generally enjoy faster metabolisms. This means that if someone appears slim but lacks muscle, they might not burn calories as quickly as someone with more muscle, regardless of their weight. So next time you think about metabolism and fitness, remember that muscle mass plays a crucial role in how our bodies use energy. Did you know Barbie's full name is fascinating? Barbie, officially known as Barbara Millicent Roberts, brings a smile to many faces. She made her grand debut on March 9, 1959, at the prestigious New York Toy Fair, changing the landscape of toys forever. Hailing from Willows, Wisconsin, Barbie quickly became an icon and a beloved figure for kids and collectors alike. Over the decades, she has donned countless outfits and taken on numerous careers, showing girls everywhere that they can be anything from a doctor to an astronaut. Her story encourages imagination and creativity, inspiring generations. The Barbie brand has also evolved to embrace diversity, reflecting a broader range of experiences and identities. Though her beginnings may seem simple, Barbie has grown into a symbol of empowerment and possibility. With over 1 billion dolls sold worldwide, she continues to captivate hearts and spark joy. As we celebrate her legacy, what do you think Barbie represents to young girls today? Discover the fascinating history of Mesa, Arizona. This small town in the southwestern United States has deep roots, tracing back to the Anasazi people. Known for their incredible ingenuity, the Anasazi built elaborate adobe cities nestled in the cliffs and canyons, similar to the stunning ruins found at Chaco Canyon. Imagine walking through these ancient structures, seeing the intricate designs and understanding how these skilled architects adapted to their environment. The Anasazi ingeniously used local materials, creating homes that not only blended with the landscape, but also served as shelters against the elements. As you explore Mesa today, you're stepping into a living history where the echoes of the past can still be felt in the architecture and the spirit of the community. What stories do the walls of Mesa hold about the people who came before us? Imagine seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. During a break from filming Terminator, Arnold made quite the memorable entrance when he visited a restaurant still decked out in his intense makeup. With one eye missing and his jawbone exposed, he definitely attracted attention. Patrons at the restaurant were in for a shock as they got an up-close look at the iconic character. Most diners probably didn't expect to encounter a sci-fi legend during their meal. This quirky moment highlights how dedicated actors can become to their roles, sometimes even forgetting to change back into ordinary clothes. Schwarzenegger's makeup artist worked hard to create such a striking look, showcasing the lengths that go into movie magic. Even the best of us can have unexpected slip-ups. Can you imagine the stories those restaurant-goers tell about that incredible day? Surprisingly, Iceland drinks the most Coca-Cola worldwide, with each person in this island nation guzzling an impressive 150 liters every year. It's no wonder they rank highest in global consumption. This staggering amount adds up to around 450,330 milliliter bottles per person. But why does this small country have such a love for the fizzy drink? Some say it's the unique combination of Icelandic culture, where social gatherings often feature soft drinks, plus the availability of Coca-Cola in various flavors. Beyond its popularity, this habit highlights interesting trends in beverage consumption. In fact, Icelanders often enjoy Coca-Cola during meals and celebrations, making it a staple at family gatherings and parties. While the high sugar content may raise health eyebrows, Icelanders seem to savor it as part of their everyday life. So the next time you crack open a can of Coke, remember that you're sharing a beverage with a nation that truly embraces it. What if I told you spies met their end at the Tower? The last person executed in the Tower of London was Joseph Jacobs in 1941, a fascinating yet chilling story from World War II. Jacobs, a German spy, made a dramatic entrance by parachuting into England, but his mission quickly fell apart when he was captured soon after landing. Authorities discovered him with some curious items: a hefty 500 pounds in cash, forged documents, and even a German sausage. This unusual combination paints a vivid picture of espionage during wartime. The Tower of London, known for its history of imprisoning and executing traitors, became a fitting location for Jacobs's fate. Despite his attempts to blend into British society, he could not escape the watchful eyes of the authorities. His execution marked a grim chapter in the Tower's history, showcasing the lengths to which spies would go and the serious consequences they faced. The tale of Joseph Jacobs reminds us of the thrilling yet dangerous world of espionage. How many more secrets remain hidden in the shadows of history? Prepare to be amazed by the science of contrails. These fascinating white streaks you see in the sky are more than just airplane leftovers. They tell a story of science in action. Contrails form when hot gases from aircraft engines meet the icy air high up in the atmosphere. When this happens, the water vapor in those gases condenses and crystallizes, creating tiny ice crystals that reflect sunlight, giving us those striking trails. Depending on the altitude and weather conditions, contrails can fade quickly or linger for hours, sometimes spreading out to form cirrus clouds. Scientists study these formations to understand their impact on climate, as persistent contrails can trap heat and contribute to warming. Have you ever wondered on a clear day how many planes are passing overhead, leaving trails that are both beautiful and scientifically significant?